So we'll try to compile. So you have your compiler, the far end, the tab. So if you get this, you get to know if it's compiling with errors or everything is right. Then you get what you, okay, if you've interacted with the frame tool, you know APIs and how you detect APIs to interact with your front end, and everything is now seamless where you can, your users can basically sign up, log out, sign up, sign in, sign up, sign out, do a few things. So if you have your backend, you probably use, you'd run the scripts and everything would work, but not everyone is gonna understand. So for you to connect this to an interface, you'd need a plug endpoints. So that's what we call API. So in smart contracts we have API. That is if you're using Remix. So you basically move here, collect the API, add them somewhere within your code base, and then always reference to them to either connect them to the backend or to the front end directly. So to deploy, you move to the below button, and then click deploy. Then you have your contract address. Then you can also monitor how your contract interacts. So yeah. So for instance, this contract has the approve function, bridge, transfer, ban tokens, ban from, enable trading, process row, renounce owner, set bot, transfer, transfer from, transfer owner, allowance. Yeah. So these are a couple of things that having your contracts and testing them prior to integration gets you to improving where need be. Yeah, deploy a basic contract. This case was an inquiry. So Arbitrum use cases. So the different kinds of use cases. I know M-Pesa is not on chain right now, but there are bridges, especially for bridging crypto to fiat, where you would integrate M-Pesa to your crypto system. So making transactions from on-chain to off-chain seamless. Yeah. Then Ethiopian coffee exports, transparent supply chain. You get to monitor every move of your coffee delivery, or yeah. Then South African tracking and verification, Rwandan voting, secure and transparent governance, then Ugandan remittance through cross-border payments. So we started on the cool stuff, stylus. So I mentioned WebAssembly. So it's just a matter of compilation on how you compile your smart contracts. So here there's what we call stylus. So stylus on Arbitrum, it lets smart contracts to use languages like Rust C++ and C. So, of course, we all know what Rust, C++ and C can do. It's always very fast, and then you get to customize whichever way you want. So perfect for computation-heavy African use cases. It needs something that is very, needs a lot of speed, needs a lot of computation power, then memory safe and highly reliable. Then you can use Arbitrum Sapolia to test your contracts. Why stylus? So I mentioned speed, safety, then ecosystem growth. So you'd use Rust libraries and tools. Then for efficiency, yeah. So basically, this is also a scalable model for the Arbitrum ecosystem and brings efficiency. So this is an example of stylus snippet. So of course you need to initialize. So this is in Rust. So you give a function, basic function. So these are like parameters you have. These are what they can do. So you get to see the sender and the value. Then you call the function. Yeah. So below your stylus smart contracts. So of course you would, if you've interacted with Rust, I know Martin have. So this is more of a package manager. For something like JavaScript and TypeScript, we have Node package manager. So where you'd use npm, pnpm, yarn, and all that. So cargo is also under package managers, where it lets you set up Rust locally in your system. So right now we have stylus SDK. So SDK is always easy to use. SDKs are like libraries. If it aligns directly to what your system does, then it's gonna be easy for you. So I think some of us went into the kitchen, and SDK is gonna be like this. You want a cup on the top shelf. You want a spoon. So it's somewhere like, but it's all enclosed here. You have all the kitchen amenities within your reach. You don't have to run ground floor to get coffee seeds or to get a cup. So that's a lot of work. So SDK abstracts like their own process where you have everything within your reach. So yeah, right now there is a stylus SDK for Arbitrum. Then you write your smart contract using stylus SDK. Then you build with cargo, the same way you do it using npms and other package managers. Yeah, then you test it with Ethereum tools. So, example of use cases, how stylus is for Africa. Microfinance DAO. So I'm going to share the GitHub. So the GitHub, there's different kinds of code snippets which covers this, and you can get to compile and deploy, get to know how the Rust contracts work with. So I have in the GitHub there's examples in Orbit, how to build your Orbit chains, L2 or L3, and stylus, how to use stylus for smart contracts. So these are an example for Kenya. So local savings group, Machama, it's very critical. Then trade escrow, exporters for Ethiopia. This elaborates how you have your coffee, you want to sell them, someone made an order, money is released to the escrow. Until delivery, money is gonna be in the escrow. After successful delivery and validation, money is released to the farmer. So, voting platform for community decisions in Rwanda, supply chain and tracking for goods, and remittance bridging for mobile money in Uganda. So all these, they all have a documented contract where everything is, you get time, get to go through it. Before I move on to the next 5 slides that are remaining, which each slide I'm guessing should be 1 minute, any question, any addition. Usiogope kuuliza swali.
So, stylus exists for Rust or
No. Stylus is not for EVM. It's for WebAssembly. Like